Once upon a time, in a farm, there lived a mother pig and her adorable piglet in a cozy barn. The barn was a hub of activity and productivity. It was constructed with sturdy metals. The walls were red that assembled the heart of the farm and a desire to create a harmonious environment. The barn's front was adorned with a beautiful garden, brimming with flowers and lush greenery. The scent of blossoms filled the air, attracting bees and butterflies, lending a touch of enchantment to the surroundings. The mother pig and her little pig spent their days frolicking in the meadows, enjoying the warmth of the sun. But as the little pig grew older, his mother knew it was time for him to venture into the world and build his own home. With mixed emotions, she bid him farewell, reminding him to work hard and make decisions wisely. The little pig tried to hold his tears and said goodbye to his mother. With his belongings packed, he began his journey to the nearest town that was at least a few hours of walk. It was a sunny day. The sun shone brightly overhead, casting dappled shadows through the leaves, creating a playful dance of light and shade. The little pig wandered and started to explore the beauty of the nature, pausing to admire fields of wildflowers in full bloom, babbling brooks that glistened in the sunlight, and majestic trees that stood tall and proud. Birds were singing with cheerful melodies, and insects were buzzing along the way. He did not feel tired, but after some distance, his energy went down and his stomach growled. While he was wondering how far the town really was, he could see some small structures at the end of the path. As he walked closer to the town, it appeared to be charming and vibrant. The streets of the town were lined with shops, each showcasing unique architectural styles and craftsmanship. Colorful flowers bloomed in the front yards, adding a touch of natural beauty to the surroundings. The townsfolk took great pride in maintaining their properties, ensuring that the town remained visually appealing. Festivals filled the calendar, celebrating the changing seasons, local traditions, and the bountiful harvests. The town boasted a bustling marketplace, where artisans and farmers proudly displayed their wares. Fresh produce, handmade crafts, and delicious baked goods filled the stalls, enticing both locals and visitors alike. The little pig found joy in exploring the market, discovering new flavors, and supporting the local economy. It's an amazing town. The little pig spent a lot of time walking around, visiting shops, eating at different restaurants. He forgot about where he was going to stay at night. When he realized it was getting late, he sought the quickest and easiest solution for a dwelling. Spotting a field of golden straw, he thought it would make a cozy home. Finding a suitable location, the little pig started by staking 4 sturdy wooden poles into the ground, creating the basic framework for his simple abode. He proceeded to loosely weave bundles of straw between the poles, forming the walls of his house. The straw served as both insulation and structure, providing a quick and convenient solution to his housing needs. He built his house swiftly, basking in the satisfaction of minimal effort. He believed that his straw house would be sufficient and was unaware of the challenges that lay ahead. News quickly spread across the street regarding the little pig and his new home. It reached the ears of a notorious wolf, feared by all for his cunning ways and insatiable hunger. The wolf's eyes gleamed with the thought of a feast, and he set off on a quest to find the little pig. The air grew heavy with anticipation and unease, as whispers of the wolf's arrival spreading like wildfire. The wolf emerged from the outskirts of town. His imposing figure casted a shadow that seemed to engulf everything in his path. His fur was a mottled mixture of grays and blacks, with piercing yellow eyes that glinted with a malevolent intelligence. Every step he took exuded a sinister confidence. As the wolf prowled through the streets, a hushed silence fell upon the town. Doors were locked, windows closed tightly, and curtains drawn as the townspeople sought refuge from the impending danger. Even the birds ceased their cheerful songs, sensing the imminent threat that loomed overhead. The wily wolf soon stumbled upon the little pig's straw house. He approached it with a sly smile, knocking on the door and demanding entry. The little pig, sensing danger, peered through the window and recognized the wolf's malicious intent. Fear gripped his heart, but he summoned the courage to refuse the wolf's demands. The little pig's voice trembled as he firmly told the wolf to go away. The wolf, frustrated by the little pig's resilience, decided to show him the consequences of disobedience. The wolf roared, and with a single blow, the straw house collapsed. In 1/10 of a second, the little pig found a wooden box and hid himself in there. The wolf looked around but could not find him, thinking the little pig might have run away before the house toppled. The wolf headed off with disappointment. The little pig was frightened. He could barely believe himself just walked past the sharpened claws. He understood that he had no time to waste. On the early next day, he went to the nearest forest, making sure that's not where the wolf patrolled. Spotting a grove of supple young saplings, he gathered sticks of varying lengths and thicknesses, believing that they would provide him with a strong and reliable base. He assembled his house, piecing the sticks together with a sense of urgency. His excitement grew as he witnesses his house taking shape before his eyes. The sticks intertwined, forming a lattice-like pattern that created the walls and roof. The stick house gave a sense of charm and simplicity to the pig's creation. Sunlight filtered through the gaps between the sticks, casting intriguing patterns of light and shadow on the interior. The determined wolf, relentless in his pursuit, followed the scent of fear to the pig's stick house. He approached it with a snarl, pounding on the door and demanding entry. The little pig, though trembling, mustered his courage and firmly refused the wolf's demands. The wolf's patience wore thin and fueled by starvation. The wolf unleashed his anger, huffing and puffing until the flimsy stick house crumbled under the force. Without being noticed, the little pig quickly hid in a flower pot. The wolf looked through the messy, scattered sticks, but found no sign of the pig. The little pig was still scared and puzzled, wondering what could be the material to build a bunker to fight off the wolf. Being homeless and walking aimlessly in town, he arrived at an abandoned brick factory. The idea came into his mind. Brick should be the key he was looking for. He walked into the factory and browsed around. He discovered the machines and equipments were still usable. There were leftover clays. The little pig sought out the finest clay and meticulously crafted bricks, one by one. His house took time to build, but he knew it would offer unparalleled safety and security. The wolf reached the little pig's brick house. He approached it with a mixture of anger and hunger, banging on the door and demanding entry. The little pig had a mixed feelings of confidence and fear. The wolf unleashed his mightiest huffs and puffs, blowing with all his might. But the sturdy brick house withstood the wolf's assault. Exhausted and defeated, the wolf realized he couldn't break through the sturdy brick house. Frustration gnawed at his insides as he grudgingly accepted his failure. The wolf, nursing his wounded pride, slinked back into the depths of the forest, his hunger unsatisfied. The little pig rejoiced, and his heart filled with relief. In the aftermath of the wolf's retreat, the little pig learned the importance of hard work and dedication. He understood that shortcuts often lead to vulnerability and disappointment. He saw the consequences of impulsive decisions and vowed to be more thoughtful in the future. With the big bad wolf defeated, the little pig celebrated his victory. He danced, laughed, and reveled in the joy of his triumph. His happiness echoed through the town. From now on, the little pig lived happily ever after in the town.